Okay, so today's 21 day, day 3, is very different because I'm doing a live full moon activation with Adrienne Elise. The late start was perfect. I'll record the first like 20 minutes, but you can't hear it. Testing. Testing. Hey Google. Off. Hey Google. Off.
The big culmination energy for this year really has to do with Uranus coming up to the North Node in Taurus. So we'll be talking through these concepts. Very powerful because we've got a Capricorn full moon. So the Capricorn full moon is in trine to the North Node in Taurus. And so also we have the Sun and Mercury in Cancer interacting with the nodes of the moon. So we've got a very dynamic set of energies as the Sun and Mercury are starting to come closer together in Cancer and interacting with structures of our reality. And with Saturn in Capricorn, with Saturn in Aquarius, it's about how do we build in this new age. Pluto in Capricorn, how do we break down the old structures. So the Sun is going to be coming up to an opposition, an exact opposition. I believe that's on the 20th. And so this is a very powerful energy. Activating on the one hand, this Mercury Sun together in Cancer and Capricorn full moon, so Cancer Capricorn axis, and in relationship to the nodes of the moon, as well as Uranus, because Uranus is coming into a conjunction. So what's happening right now is that Mercury and the Sun coming closer together is linking together the energy. Of this Uranus North Node. Now, Uranus is an activator. In Taurus, it's about a higher frequency vibration. It's about an activation of our physical form. It's an activation of new wealth. It's an activation of a completely different relationship to physical form. And this is where we come in this mysterious place we're being asked to reside as moving from a doer to a beer to a co-creator without an agenda. This is really the shift, big part of the shift, it feels like, which is so much around the concepts coming forward for this Capricorn full moon of like, how do we build in this new energy, and what are we doing, and what do we need to let go of. And so there's this feeling that when you come into this alignment, you want to come into vibrational alignment, which is, this is basically the definition of a timeline. It's a vibrational alignment. You want to get, we know we live in a vibrational reality, and we want to resonate at that place that we want to be. And so we're working to come into that vibrational alignment, but this vibrational alignment place, this new way of co-creating, is very, very strange, and it's like literally, I've had a few situations that might be an easy way to talk about this recently, where people are like asking me, what are you doing, what do you want, what are you going, where are you, what's your plan, and it's kind of like, it's just like blank. It's just like, oh, I'm showing up for the universe's plan, so don't ask me to know what not to do. energy of this Capricorn full moon from karmic relationships coming up for a lot of supernova souls, really having to face where our loyalties have kept us restricted in our growth. This is the core issue with Jupiter and Aries. Jupiter wants to expand. Aries is about life force and power and movement and energy and creation. And it's go time, right? And so Jupiter says, wow, it's like a rebirth. It's like, let's go. It's like time to claim this new timeline and move forward. And so, but with Chiron, and now this has been the energy of these last really intense, the last few days, and then today exact. So we've had, the sun came into a square with Chiron, and we started feeling that at the end of last week. So now we have Mercury in exact square to Chiron. And so Chiron is this wounds around being limited. In our expansion. And the Capricorn, agreements, loyalties, contracts from the past. And they're going to be about where you've allowed yourself to be contained, to play small, to hide in order to stay safe, in order to have what you need. This is a Cancer Capricorn axis, giving up your power in order to be comfortable and safe and stay alive. With the Chiron and Aries, Aries always has this kind of life or death anxiousness to it. And that's the point we need to get to claim back our life. And so Jupiter and Aries so powerful. Now keep in mind though, that Jupiter is retrograding back into Pisces. Ow. That's going to happen. Jupiter turns, so this is what we're feeling right now. We've been kind of pushed to the edge of making that leap, of jumping out of the nest, of learning to fly again. And now Jupiter's getting ready to turn retrograde. So it's kind of like that feeling of being like, I thought I was going, the energy was there, I said yes, now where's the structure that can catch me? And so we're having to recoil and rethink, and make sure we're moving and expanding in just the right way, not according to other people's agenda. See, this is how we actually get out of those karmic relationships, is we begin to come into the divine agenda of the moment and that co-creation, right? And then it's going to show you in your life very clearly, especially those people that are like, what are you doing, what's your plan? That are not really interested. It's more comfortable and better for them. Their comfort, their security resides in you continuing to play small. And your comfort and security lies in continuing to live lies and other people's agendas. So this Aries energy is giving in Chiron activation. It's giving us an opportunity to grab a hold and say, no, I'm going to take back my freedom. I'm going to claim that my energy for me, what I want in this moment, what feels good to me, not your agenda. Because now I'm aligning, I'm going to give myself permission to align with this highest possibility. And the people around you who have been limiting you don't want you to see that picture. They don't want you to see that something bigger is possible. They don't want you to hold that vision. But here we are at this full moon at 21 Capricorn. And so we're looking at literally the co-creation, 2 and 1. 1, 2 is 3 added up. 1 and 2 is about creation, co-creation, coming together. The Sabian symbol for 21 degrees Capricorn is a relay race. It's about collaboration, pushing each other into our fullest expression. So that energy becoming available is going to reveal the contractual arrangements that are still playing out that are not supportive. Pretty much contracts in general right now, not supportive over a greater expansion. I know, it feels like you have to go it totally alone. And you do, just for a minute. We have to go through the ultimate fires into this initiation alone. And we come out the other side and we find each other and we get to work on what we came here to do. And that's exactly the energy of this full moon. It's like, all right, come on, go time. Cardinals, Capricorn's cardinal sign. So we've got Jupiter and Chiron in Aries, and we've got the sun in Cancer, moon in Capricorn. So basically a cardinal T-square energy. and it's about turning the wheel, starting something new. Just as we move into this timeline activation of Uranus activating the physical form, activating us into our higher memories of our higher power, and supporting us in embodying. So self-care is so important through this next month. Oh my gosh, because we've got Mars and Taurus coming up to Uranus in the North Node. Mars is about the physical body. Taurus rules physical form. And so we're upgrading our physical form radically. I mean, Uranus is radical change. It was discovered at the time of electricity. It's associated with lightning. And sudden change lights up the situation. It's like an inspiration of higher wisdom. We're already in belief. So it's about our connection to our highest self. You know, in alignment, it's exactly that energy of aligning. And then North Node is saying the only way forward is in aligning with your highest wisdom, which is about embodying these gifts, right? The Taurus is about the treasures and our worthiness and our self-worth for all the gifts that we have within us that are just like smoldering away right now. This Jupiter kind of poised, ready to turn retrograde again and go back into Pisces. It's like somebody threw water on the fire, you know? It was raging, and then there's the coals, and they're smoldering, and there's all this potential. It's, and it just wants to flare back up, but we've got to make sure we're doing it right, in alignment with that highest truth, and that seems to be what this whole summer is about, recapitulation, because Jupiter will turn retrograde, like I said, at the end of July, and in October, go back into Pisces. So very interesting time. Goes back, turns direct, and then goes back into Aries on, I think it turns direct in October, so it's already in Aries or in Pisces at that point, and then we'll turn direct on December 21st. So very powerful. This from now until solstice in December. It's an incredibly dynamic, creative time. It's a little bit, though, we went out as far as we could, and now that the planets are retrograde, we've got to recapitulate and change in here what needs to be changed to fully move in the absolute right vibration and energy. So it's a cleaning house, it's a changing it up, it's being willing to be open to radical change. You know, you can't get on this. That's the message we're getting. Radical change, chances, leaps, bounds, all required, because this timeline is very, very far from where we've been. So, on that note, what we're doing right now, thank you so much for being here for this activation, and we're talking through the current astrology as a way to hold a sacred space, create a sacred space. I can feel it happening. We're coming into a resonance, talking about relevant energies, bringing things up. We don't get to decide what comes through in the activation. It's up to you guys, and you bring the pictures. So it's always a very beautiful and unique discovery process as we move into the guided meditation part of the activation. I did something a little bit different before the activation today. I was called to, for just in my own life and just feeling the energy, that I wanted to pull a few tarot cards. And so I did a 4-card read, and I just thought that might be a nice way to set the energy to move into this activation. So this was a tarot card reading for the full moon in Capricorn, and on July 13th, 2022. And so the first card represents a situation at hand, and this card came up as the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Now, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, well, the Wheel of Fortune is about a wheel of time, and it's about like all these good things that can happen, and then going down to the dark side, and then coming back into the light. Where she goes, nobody knows. It's about being a victim of fate. It can be. It can also be that there's incredible opportunities coming along that are available too. So the fact that this situation around the Wheel of Fortune, I think we can all relate to this, right? Being reversed, and reverse can mean a lot of different things. And the Wheel of Fortune, what the read on this one I get is, we no longer have to be victim of fate. It's time to direct our ship again. But that's kind of what the reading was saying. we're in a massive rearranging that has to do with an activation and empowerment of the divine masculine within each of us. That's the energy of this Chiron in Aries and the activation that's happening there. It's the wounds of the masculine coming forward and being understood. So the situation is about coming back into control of our own destiny, but it's in a whole different way. It's not about like, I'm going to force what I want to see happen in the way we used to try to. It's about like, all right, whoa, I'm just blown away by this reality and what's happening, and I don't know what's going on or what's happening, but I know what it feels like to be okay with it all, you know? And there's an energy of this kind of like, whoa, the world is going so crazy, and what are we going to do about it, you know? But there's a place that we need to be right now in order to choose this vibrational resonance. It's like, it's not that I don't care what's happening, say, with your people turmoil around you that you would normally get involved in, or the issues of the world that's so easy to go down a rabbit hole and lose yourself in lower vibrational energies and disillusionment and a loss of hope, you know. We need to set the bar in that vibrational reality. And so when we choose that resonance, that and kind of being like, it's not that I don't care, I don't mind. I'm going to be present and available in a deep and profound trust in this co-creation with the universe, because I don't have it in me anymore to try to push some sort of agenda against upriver, right? I'm exhausted. We've done that long enough now. And then as we come together and we live in this vision and we live in this moment and we grow it and we begin to be the city of light and connect the dots between these cities of light. And so there's an opportunity to change your complete relationship to time and to the moment and to your way of moving in the world, which is the masculine energy. Masculine wants to move and happen and make things happen, and change and create. And so there's an energy of surrendering, but also taking back the reins of your ship by getting into that vibrational resonance. And so the second card that came forward is the action card. What are we going to do about this situation? And it's a really cool card because it's the Queen of Cups. So here we have the ultimate picture of the healed and exalted and stabilized feminine, right? So the Queen of Cups is sitting in the water, but she's not being rocked around by the water. She's got this solid foundation, and this is about being present in the emotions and the power of our emotions, to own it. Say, yeah, I've gone through some shit and I am not scared, and I'm going to be here and present. I'm going to feel the feelings. I'm going to face it, and I'm going to own it and claim emotional stability. And maybe this is what our masculine needs to be able to tell a story, to heal the wounds, to feel vulnerable and safe with the feminine again. And so using your emotional energy to expand and grow, right? So this is a lot of the Sun, Mercury, the power of who we are as humans with a compassionate soul and a huge range of emotion. And we be present with that and just let the emotion be the experience of this living and life, and stop running from it all. You know, when you run from your emotion, the suppressed emotions, you're not living an authentic life. You're living a fake existence. And this is most of reality right now. We're all so suppressed, you know, and then you're going to be the one erupting it in the room because you can't do it anymore, because it's Jupiter and Aries. Supernova souls are like, you know, time to shine. So the third card is the outcome, and the outcome is the Chariot reversed. So the Chariot is a very powerful card because it speaks to the masculine energy, because the Chariot is about exactly what we're talking about, owning your reality, guiding your ship, not letting the waves of life and other people's agendas interfere. So it's a healing of the divine masculine, but the Chariot's reversed. So it's saying that the issue at hand and what needs to be transformed in a new perspective is has to do with our understanding and embodiment and healing of the masculine wounds. Now, the overview of the fourth card is like the bigger picture overview of the situation. And that card is the ace, came up as the Ace of Swords reversed. Now, swords don't really have a reverse because they're like the magic energy of the tarot card. They're the ace, they're the one, it's the beginning, it's Aries. It's the start, it's creation. There's no negative to it. There's no reverse because they're coming, the swords are coming, or the wands, or the aces are coming right out of the clouds like a miracle. And so as swords coming right out of the clouds as a miracle is a new perspective. And a reverse means a massive shift of perspective. And it might mean that you just had a radical shift of perspective and you're realizing that, oh, no, there's way more to this rabbit hole. So it's this new perspective and understanding around healing and loving and honoring the masculine within us in order to get back on that horse and get back on the trail in the quest. So now that we've established that, just some kind of cool concepts to bring forward, see what the energies have to say in reflection back to us in these energies of this Capricorn full moon. So major shift of direction has to do with a stabilized feminine and a healed and empowered masculine, ready to come together and co-create what we need to do. So we got to get rid of those contractual arrangements and loyalties that to energies that have kept us, we've allowed to keep us playing small. And we've got to love and heal ourselves. Radical self-care to help our bodies adjust to these higher vibrational frequencies so we can get in alignment with that highest self, get in vibrational alignment with the divine timeline, and just be there and don't let anyone take you off that course. By doing that and being present there, you're inviting everyone around you on it. It takes an incredible sense of soul strength or ability of soul strength, and this is who you are, supernova souls. You didn't go through all you went through just to get tortured and barely make it through this experience. You got some massive spiritual wealth, and it's time to unlock that. So this new timeline forward is that with this Uranus North Node and Mars coming into the mix. Okay, so I can feel that we've set a sacred space, and we can go ahead and move into this beautiful energy together. So powerful when we come together. And thank you so much for being here, making your offering, being a part of this experience, a supernova experience. Let's see what we get today. So just go ahead and feeling yourself arrive right here, right now. Taking a few deep breaths. And just noticing all of this we talked about. Are you having any sensations in your physical body? Since we're getting a lot of messages around this next month being about an embodiment of higher vibrational frequencies. Where do you feel this in your body? Where is your aura and your physical body working to move energies in order to come into greater alignment with the 3-2-1, 1-2-3 movement forward, turning of the wheel of time, and instigating and owning and landing and deserving this completely different experience, a completely different way of living life. What part of your body is in resistance to this change? Where are you having this sensation? And just continue to breathing into that area of your body. This seems to have to do with a past life experience. Could have to do with also a corresponding early childhood experience from this life. Just continuing to breathe. There's an energy of compression. There's an energy of restraint in this area of your body. Just continue to breathe into it. This sensation is represented a representative of a past life pain picture, so perhaps a way that you were killed. And there's still this energy in your body. This energy in your body is available for you today, now that you're ready and in a safe and supported space, to address this wound. This is the wound of your masculine. It's a wound of a lifetime when you thought you were making huge headway and on fire with your passion and purpose, only to be thwarted once again. Just breathing into this area of your body, recognizing that the compression has a power of, it's like a compensated energy, a compressed and concentrated energy that you never got to finish expressing in that past life, and now it's still there. Go ahead and breathing into this area of your body. Let the sensation arise. Any sensations in your body representative of contractual arrangements, situations, energies, people that have kept you from your full expression. It's like a stranglehold. The energy is almost like, I saw chains, like a prison, feeling imprisoned through circumstances, like basically being blackmailed and manipulated, and unable to move in the way you'd like to. That's a situation energy that's coming up. There's also a physical imprisonment type of energy, and then a psychological imprisonment with family relationships. And the sensation is, you could see it as maybe a constrictor snake, or chains, or something tightening. A corset perhaps comes up as a past life picture, so having to do with a restraint on your expression. So just taking a few deep breaths and just breathing air, light, and prana into this area of your body. There's a lot of pent-up frustration here at these forces that have tried to hold you back. You put up with it again and again and again, and you have had enough now. You can see clearly that the power invested in you through being an advanced soul in a human body, in this earth experience, means that you have control over your energy. Which means you have control over your life force, your destiny. This sensation in your body represents all contractual arrangements where you ceded your power, handed over your power, where you were forced to play other people's games and live other people's lies. This is everywhere from all your lifetimes, from the level of personal relationships all the way up to organizational relationships and government relationships and galactic relationships. Go ahead and imagine that you're standing here with a life's review, and in front of you is the energies of different souls representing contractual arrangements with organizations, ancestry, individuals, intimate past and present, intimate partners, family members. Wherever there's a contractual arrangement on any level, galactic or national, international, just let a representative of that contract be in this line in front of you. Every single energy, person, organization that you still have any fragment of contractual arrangement that they are somehow in charge, have authority over, or can control your access to your own power. Feel the frustration welling up of all of these lifetimes where you were thwarted. And then you were manipulated into giving your energy away to petty disputes and wars, violence, and distraction, all to keep you from owning and remembering who you are and taking back your power and your energy. It's game over as soon as even a few supernova souls come into their full potential. Everything has gone into keeping you from your full potential, from even knowing you have it. Go ahead and let these contractual arrangements represented by form, symbol, person, energy in front of you just line up all lifetimes throughout this Earth evolution and any galactic contracts from this prior to this Earth evolution. Let them all line up in front of you wherever you agreed contractually to let them have access or control over your power. There's some sort of ceremony available. It involves fire and earth, and there's an energy of planting your feet on the ground as a way to own your energy and contain your energy, take your power back, and establish vibrational resonance with your highest timeline. It's taking a stand for yourself. And all of these energies and souls and organizations that have had races of beings that you've had these contractual arrangements to play small, they are going to witness this initiation ceremony. And so imagine in front of you a small cauldron, a fire, a place to have a fire. Let this fire be between you and the line of people and energies. Go ahead and just feel into the fire energy, the creative potential, and imagine and wonder, just hold the question, do these souls and energies and organizations have part of my fire? Have I allowed them access to my fire? Your creative energy gifted to you through source and creation? Is that appropriate? Now I want you to step back and ask yourself if you can really handle and are ready to take all that fire back. Just taking a few deep breaths. Breathing into your body, aware of any pain pictures coming up. The area of that stagnation in your physical body is exactly where this fire is going to go. There's space for it. It's yours. You know exactly what to do with it and the best way for it to be used, especially now that you're in alignment with that highest vibrational course. So just taking a few deep breaths and examining this ball of fire. If you round up all the little pieces of your creation energy that you have allowed to, that you distributed over these lifetimes, and now you're rounding it back up. Take a picture, imagine this, and let's talk to Mother Earth. You just feel the energy of the earth under you, the base of your spine, your feet, your legs, the lower part of your body, just coming into resonance on an exhale, putting down a root system, reaching into the earth, reaching, connecting, feeling into the electromagnetic field of the earth. Imagine you're having counsel with this Gaia, Earth Goddess Mother, and can you ask her what she thinks about taking back this ball of fire? There's a story from the beginning that a supernova soul on Earth is a dangerous thing. Mother Earth wants to work with you in this experience, this connection, this Earth Tantra. Can you feel her? Knowing that Gaia is going through her massive upgrades just as we are, and when we connect with her, we're harmonized and supported in these changes. Asking her if it's safe and okay for you to embody your full power once again on her and with her, and just receive any information. Go ahead and ask Mother Earth what she thinks about your embodiment, taking back the energy you spread out over time. Does she think you can handle it? Is she by your side and supporting and excited about this project and prospect? Rest with her for a moment. Feel her complete approval and support. She's holding you in her arms, rocking you, loving you, comforting you, giving you strength to face this line of prior enemies and manipulators. And you feel deeply reset by the Mother Gaia, the deep, profound, mysterious, untouched natural world. Feel her reaching up to hold you in a new level of support. Imagine that like a seed sprouting, a lotus flower growing up out of the mud, through the dirt, through the water. And Mother Earth is pushing you up to the surface to be reborn. But still she holds you through this experience. And so as you're drifting and floating on this flower, you come again to face this line of energies, and you feel secure and supported. Into the fire. It's time to put all contractual arrangements and outside loyalties on any level, even if they don't seem that they're limiting your expansion. It's kind of the whole role of a contract. Is it useful to you on any level to retain these contracts? Are you ready to release fully and completely all contractual arrangements outside of yourself that have control, access to, control over your energy and power? Continuing to breathe. It looks like Mother Earth floating on this lotus. She's taking you one by one through the line, and they're giving you a symbol or a representation, a picture, a handshake of breaking these contracts and agreements. They're giving you back pieces of yourself, kind of like a receiving line. This is your own sacred marriage, and now since you're becoming whole and complete, they have to give back what they've had of yours. And of course, perfectly able and ready to handle it. And so just moving through the line and receiving back the gifts and the energies. Feel how willing these souls are to give you these energies back. Perhaps they're done playing the opposition role for you as well. And feeling yourself sitting in front of them, in front of the fire, in your lotus, held by Mother Earth through the waters and the mud. just burn away all the symbols and the contracts and everything you gathered up. And whatever is yours will go back to you. And whatever is anyone else's will go back to source or to their source. Would you like to, are you ready to, release all contractual arrangements with all people, organizations, nations, races, galactic contracts, contracts on any level, throughout all time, wherever you've allowed your power to be manipulated, controlled, or fed upon, wherever you've allowed outside forces to have authority over your access and permission to your own power is no longer appropriate. The road is at an end unless we claim this freedom. Are you ready? Would you like to release these contractual arrangements? Just imagine throwing it all into the fire to get sorted out by creation. There's a powerful energy happening in the area of the third chakra as this power, this part of your soul and essence that's ready to come back home is coming back into your third chakra right here, right now. The ball of fire. Just continuing to breathe and feel this fire moving all over your body, especially gravitating to those areas where you felt any sensation of healing. Let this ball of fire be your own healing energy return to you. Moving through your body, go ahead and receive an energetic wave for this profound activation and healing. Your own energy fully available to you once again. And just continuing to breathe. Feel yourself grounded and connected to the earth. Receiving this energetic healing. Imagine this bright white light moving through your body, clearing and healing your own healing energy available once again for you. And just allow yourself to rest. Laying down in this lotus, allow yourself to reset and heal with Mother Earth. As you see one by one, these energies of these other people and organizations just exit. It's like they're backing up and exiting out of your reality and exiting out of your life as you just float and rest and heal and breathe. And feel that no matter how far you fall, Mother will catch you. She's got you. She's got us. We're here together. And breathing together with Mother Earth. Gently floating in your lotus flower, the petals gently opening and closing again around you. Resting, receiving this energetic wave for healing and recalibration to support the release of those contractual arrangements and the re-embodiment of your own power and light. And breathing together, imagining also surrounded, there's never just one lily pad. Your roots run deep into profound connections with amazing souls. Most of them you haven't begun to meet. But feel them coming online, little lights being born in the lotus flowers around you as you rest and receive and rejuvenate and heal and recalibrate and harmonize and breathing together. Imagine you and the earth, the sun, and all of the supernova souls and their lotus flowers expanding and contracting together. In deep and profound peace that comes from untouched nature. Let yourself be bathed and healed in this energy. Just receive and rest and float. for here. Your energy is no longer available, and they're moving on to other things while more space is being created in your life for healing and growth and expansion. Take a deep breath, knowing that you finally have permission to be loved and held and to live life your way, in your full embodiment, fully supported. Feel this deep and profound security, like the Queen of Cups, so stable, secure, not scared of emotions, but fully feeling them, and using that emotional energy to establish a stabilized spiritual vibration, owning it. Just continuing to breathe together. Floating on the water, the waves come and they go. The ups and downs, but you're stabilized here with the mother. Remind yourself you can come back here and rest in this lotus with her. Imagine your little supernova brothers and sisters going back into their womb, their little canoe, their little nook or cave, their cocoon, to rest up, to grow wings, to come back for a whole new level of experience of life. And just resting and dreaming and breathing. Imagining the world that these whole and complete healed supernova souls, imagine the world they could create together. Feel into that vision of possibility and excitement. Move that energy in your field like the fireball. Let this fireball be associated with the excitement of the vision of what's possible, rather than the programming of fear from the past. And gradually, as you're ready, you can receive this energy fully and completely. An embodiment, your own energy, as you come into your full expression and your supernova soul power. Just taking a few deep breaths as you begin to make your way back into your room, into your body, into your regular everyday experience, bringing with you this deep and profound peace, this memory and reminder that you can go rest in this lotus and heal and regenerate whenever you need. And Mother Earth asks that when you're there to talk to her, commune with her, ask her how she's doing. And don't forget the other budding and healing beautiful supernova souls that are with you on the journey, sparkling like the sun on the water. Many, many flowers waiting to bloom, like fireworks in our world. And just rest in this deep peace, knowing that today you took a big step in claiming your life, your freedom, your love, your power back. Feel a deep healing around this redirection that's coming in your life. And finally get rid of this feeling you've had. You're not on your path, you're not doing what you're here to do, I can't figure it out. The redirection is coming. Can you step? Can you make the leap? And today, profound shift and change in that direction by releasing these contractual loyalties and resetting your vibration and permission for your power. Just taking a few deep breaths as you begin to complete your meditation, just taking your time, resting here. exciting that you're ready to embody your power again on Earth. Of course, she says yes. She's been waiting to do this with you. Feel her profound love, appreciation, and support for your shifting and embodiment. Come back to her when you feel out of balance and reset your vibration here in this lotus. Just making your way back into your everyday reality, into your room, paying attention to your body, continuing to breathe, wiggling your fingers and toes, coming back into your body fully and completely, bringing with you this peace. And when you're ready, go ahead and complete your meditation. Thank you so much for joining me for this journey. It's always interesting. You never know exactly what's going to happen. A lot of powerful work we did in a very short amount of time, but we've been leading up to this, right? I know those soul group sessions for the eclipses, the solstice, and the last activation, we've been leading up to this. A full and complete release. You know, I could tell that we all have varying levels of readiness to completely release these contracts, right? But it was like bringing this awareness. I'm like, okay, I see you all. And it's kind of facing the music of where we gave away these pieces of ourselves. You know? And then it's kind of like, you want it back, of course, and it's your birthright, and you should have it, and you better just go get it back. And then it's kind of like, ooh, if I put all those little pieces I gave away back, can I handle it? And that's their argument to you all along. They're like, you can't handle this. Look at just like, the Jupiter and Aries activation for supernova says, I was made for this, actually. And so incredibly empowering, because it was like, all right, go ahead, you think you're going to take back your power and break these contracts, right? But then it's like, can you handle your power? And then when you thought about taking it in like this, you know, can your body handle it? Can you handle it? And then what do we need to do to begin getting ready to fully embody on a cellular level? You know, because we know it's not appropriate for those energies out there to have pieces of us. It's time to take it all back, you know. But it's also like we got to kind of harmonize and gradually do it as we're ready, you know. And so it's kind of like individually, however many contracts we were ready to release today, but the awareness of the other ones is very powerful. And as you're ready, those will be released as well. So really powerful, and I loved this energy of, I felt deep communion with Gaia in a way I haven't felt before in the group, very beautiful. And not just Gaia as an idea and an energy of this mother, but it was a real connection with nature as an expression, and what it, like an opportunity to really immerse ourselves in nature as a meditation of being present with Gaia, getting that reset, that rejuvenation. And she wants to support us in these cellular changes. And how cool, it was like, oh, okay, you can't handle this power. We've been telling you this all along, you can't handle it, you know. And it's like, okay, maybe I can. It's like, no, you better play small. We better watch out for you and take care of you and keep you safe from your own power, you know. And you're like, okay, that's probably good. Yeah, I just need to be safe. And then to go talk to Mother, who's really in charge, you know, in this whole evolutionary ascension experience, it's come forward really clear. Like, Gaia, Mother Earth, is embodiment of the divine feminine, but an energetic going through ascension, and we're going with her. She's not coming with us, we're going with her, you know. And so if she's in charge, but we're here holding hands and going together, then we should check in with her and see how it's going, because she's going before us a little bit, right? Be like, hey, how's it going over there? How's the Schumann resonance, you know? What are we expecting in the weather report? But very awesome to have that just really beautiful communion, and then kind of being like, is it okay with you, Mom, if I, you know, because it's kind of like, sure, you can come into your full power, just not on this planet. That's right. And maybe that's why we're so astral traveling and out of our body and multiple, existing in multiple dimensional frequencies, because we're trying to express ourselves. But the one place we need to do it is here. And maybe that's it. We gotta cut off all this other crap everywhere we've been dancing and playing, and bring all of our energy here to complete this mission and purpose and get on with it. And so, really cool to feel Mother Earth being like, what? Is it okay? Come on, I've been waiting for this. What's taking you so long? Come on. Let's do it together. Of course it's okay for you to come into your power, It's yours. So that was really cool. And it felt like a deep healing of like maybe this wound of separation, we all have it as humans, but for supernova souls, it's this feeling of going through all you've gone through as an advanced soul, squeeze yourself into this reality, and then getting here with all your gifts and your love and your healing, and you're like, Earth, let's do this. This is great, humanity, And they're like, what are you doing here? We don't want you. We want to stay in the dark ages, So that level of rejection and a feeling like you did, the story that you misused your power, and then the combination of that is that you're not worthy to come back into it, you're not worthy to be held and loved, you're not worthy to feel safe and loved on earth. It's kind of like, I can feel this gaslighting and this twist of reality that says it's not safe and it's not possible for you to be in your full potential on earth. It's going to hurt us. Yeah, it might break the matrix, the lower matrix. And so let's get on with it. That's all it's going to hurt. And so it was really cool to get that affirmation connection with Gaia to be like, she's like, what do you mean? Come on. Of course. It's okay for you to come into your power. Let's do this. Got you. This is what we came here for. You were tricked. So, really beautiful. And it's so wonderful to bring our energy together with this intention. And can you feel it? The supernova field. Every time we come together, it's like more and more available concepts and energies and support for supernova souls. I've definitely gotten the message. A lot of supernova souls that don't know they're supernova souls, and they're about to come online. And those of us who have been knowing we're dealing with this and kind of understanding the concepts and processing who we are as leaders in the ascension, we're going to be playing a powerful role in helping these supernova souls come online. And we're kind of doing that by solving these mysteries, and then that information is available. Just like when you're working with a twin flame or a soulmate, or even a group soul type energy, family energy, you can do this, like where you use that oversoul connection, right? And so you can't do their work, you can't heal them, you can't solve their problems. You can do it from here. You can do your part, and then your healing is available for them to access. Whatever powerful healing you do is upgrade availability for your twin flame soulmate, soul group, supernova soul group, ancestral lineages. So especially when we amplify it and come together in intention in this way, we have a lot of energetic capital. And I can't wait for us to get our pieces put back together so we can really move forward with it. Because you can see from this, we're pushing and wanting to move forward so bad, but with this line of people that have a claim on our energy, it's blocking our way. And they're only going to just drag us and try to pick up the dregs and suck on the energy as we go. Can't take it with us. We can't move forward into the next chapter. And so these contracts are, we're up against the wall. And it's weird because the 2121 is like creation energy. Let's work together. Let's encourage each other to be our best and bring out let's do this. And then, but on the other hand, the Capricorn 2121 is about moving forward and breaking contracts around power. So we've got juxtaposition. And so that means it's kind of like, hey, supernova's got this whole other thing over here. I see these beautiful pillars. They're like birch trees, and they're white, and they're pure, and they've gone through their process, and they're standing there strong and true, and available in their sovereignty, right? But we can't keep loyal over here in the weeds. And where we're in these interlocking, because these contracts say that your power belongs to your energy, your life force, belongs potentially to your ancestry, to your lineage, to another person, to an organization, to a country, to a race,
extraterrestrial race, you know. And it's really cool, like I said, just to be able to, even if you're not ready to let go of those contracts, just be aware of them. There they are. Okay. This is the line that's keeping you from moving forward. And we've done the hardest part by just identifying that possibility. And I could feel a lot shift and change. So we let go of a ton of contracts today. It was just beautiful. And then just to go float in the waters and be healed and rejuvenate and regenerate. So that's a message for us too. With radical self-care, we've got these waves of energy. So it's like movement and shifting and blah, blah, blah. But then you got to rest and you got to recapitulate and you got to harmonize. Otherwise, you're not going to be ready for the next wave. So we'll see how that goes. 2 weeks we'll have, at the end of the month, is the Leo new moon. And I know I wrote this down here. The Leo new moon. And so look out for that. That's going to be after we have, or just as we head into and concurrent with that Mars North Node Uranus conjunction. So a new timeline, an activated reality, an upgrade, vibrational upgrade, new direction forward, go time, and around embodiment and wealth and self-worth. And then the new moon in Leo, that means we've got to express it and shine, right? So it's, the new moon in Leo has an energy of kind of saying yes and allowing yourself to come into alignment and directed on that activated divine timeline. And saying yes to coming out from under the rock and playing small and into your leadership potential and into that feeling that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. That's all that supernova souls, that's the main energy that bothers them. It's like this unfulfilled. Of course, we all want family. We want that relationship. We want the love. We want
the house, we want the car, we want the vacation, whatever. But what we really want is to feel like we're doing what we're here to do and not wasting a moment or a day or a life anymore. And that seems to be, I can feel butterflies in my stomach, and I have to speak on that real quick.
How cool is that to take that fireball and the fear energy that was triggered by it? Like, ooh, oh yeah, I want that back. I want that piece of you. I want that piece of me you have. Give it back, give it back. But then you're like, hot potato, what do I do with all that? You know? And so it was really cool because we found that energy of fear, anxiety, and we moved it into excitement. Reprogram the fireball from the vision of what's possible and excitement of getting going, you know, and no longer resonant with the fear programming that makes us go, oh, hot potato, I should have never taken that. You're right. No, you can't handle that freedom. You can't handle that power. You better give it back and play small and stay right here in the corner with us, where we want you, where you're safe, and where we can feed on you. It's like, ooh, do you have a higher purpose or not? Are you going to let them dictate it and live their lie, or is it time for you to live your truth? And that's what's going on, because your truth is this relay race of encouraging each other to create and be true in this expression of the greater potential of supernova souls. And each one that does, it's like a flower of life pattern activating the next level of supernova souls. Incredibly powerful times. So thank you so much for being here with me for this full moon in Capricorn, and incredibly powerful energies. I can feel such a big shift. I hope you guys feel it too. So there's quite a tension rising. Typically with full moons, you'll feel this, but you know, this tension rising around our loyalties. So see what happens. It can take a couple of days to come out of the full moon energy. The full moon is exact here coming up in about 20 minutes at 12:38 Mountain Time. So let's hang out and chat if you can, if you have time. Let's hang out and chat through the exact full moon in Capricorn. I can't wait to hear what you experienced and what you realized, the insights. Let us know. It's so helpful for you to share. It's so validating for supernova souls. So I look forward to seeing you soon on the next update. maybe you'll consider that intuitive training starting in the end of September. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Love you so much, Supernova Souls. Thank you so much for your dedication and your support. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Until then, I'm Adrienne Elise. Namaste.